Hi, I'm Donna Lennard, and thanks for coming back to my watercolor studio. Today we are going to work with masking fluid. It's like a liquid rubber that you can put on the page, and it will keep the paper white underneath wherever you put it. It makes some really interesting watercolors, and I'm going to show you a little bit about that today. This stuff can also be called frisket. Sometimes they'll come in little jars, and you can use a brush to apply it to the paper. This one I like. It's called Schminkies. It's made in Germany, and it comes in this tube so that I can just sweep it onto the page and draw with it, which I just love. And I get this at Dick Blick's online, or you can also look at Cheap Joe's. All right. So I've got a little different camera angle, so hopefully you'll be able to watch me paint better. Shout out to my sister for that. And let's get started. Let me bring you a little closer to the action. Okay, as you can see, I've prepared this page. I've put this on, and then you have to allow it to dry before you can paint over it. But here we go. I'm just going to do a little bit of a dreamy background. And we're just doing some grasses. So with my 1-inch angle shader, I'm just going to put a little water. Just to get the paint to move a little bit. Now what I could have done, I could have gone in and painted in the middle of each one of these little spaces, and that could have been very interesting. But today, I'm just going to do this quick demo just to show how this stuff works. I'm going to take some of this ultramarine blue, and I'm just going to sweep it in here. Kind of the same way the grasses are blowing. And we'll go all the way down in this corner. You can see this is getting dry. So I'm just using water and sweeping back up in there and moving that quickly before it's set. All right, so on the bottom here, I'm going to take some of that Hooker's green and I'm going to sweep up. I'm just going to make this corner a little darker. That's where the bugs hang out. We'll also give our painting a little interest. Now I'm going to take a little of this sepia, this dark brown, and I'm going to do that again. Just to get a little more dark here at the bottom. And I'm just sweeping it up kind of the same way the grasses are going. Let me darken that corner a little bit. All right, for simplicity's sake, I'm going to go ahead and dry this. Alright, that's good and dry. And what I'm going to do real quick, I'm just going to put a few darker grasses. I'm going to use this green, and I'm just going to give things a little bit of volume. And it really is, I'm just going to go a little bit at the bottom here, and it's going to fill this corner a little nice, and cross those grass blades right over each other, but kind of keep them going in the same direction. I'm just going to bring a couple up into there, but I want to leave my sky. Okay, I'm going to dry this. Then you have to make sure your page is nice and dry before you peel this stuff off. But let's just start, and I'm just rubbing it with my finger. And just let the paper really nice and white underneath. You can do so many different things. The light on the water. You can put it on the edges of trees to show the sun or the moon. All right, that's all off of there now. And you can see we've got a lot of nice bright light spots. All right, I'm going to take my striper dagger, this little the smaller one, and I'm going to take some of this Azo green. I'm going to water it down a bit. And I'm going to go right in there. And I'm going to paint that green right over that white. Yeah. If you go over the edges a little bit, that's okay. It's all an illusion. Okay. And those grasses are just really popping out nicely. And this one over here. Okay. As you get down into here, you can change it to that little darker green, because the sun is catching these guys up here. Okay, I'm gonna catch these ones in the blue. You can see how leaving the paper white underneath just really made this green just really pop out. All right, now I'm going to use that little darker green and fill these in a little bit. Just because it blends a little bit better with what's underneath it. What we've done there. And to keep it nice and dark for the bugs. All right. There's our watercolor for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And we'll see you tomorrow.